Like and subscribe right now, and Karens will force everyone to speak English. Shops, no shoes, no shirt, no service. People, okay, no problem. Traffic laws, wear a seatbelt in your car, or get a ticket. People, okay, no problem. OSHA, while working in certain places, you must wear safety goggles and safety gear. People, okay, no problem. Airlines, you must be seated and wear a seatbelt with your tray table up when taking off. People, okay, no problem. TSA, before getting on this plane, you need to remove your shoes, your belt, anything from your pockets, and go through the X-ray machine. People, okay, no problem. Grocery stores, please wear a mask while you are shopping to help reduce the risk of infecting others with a potential deadly virus. People, how dare you take away my personal liberties and rights. Today in New Zealand our kids can go back to school because we have a compassionate government and we listen to science. This the biggest flex of 2020 to be honest. If the masks work, why the 6 feet? If the 6 feet works, why the masks? If both work, why the lockdown? If the airbags work, then why the seatbelt? If the seatbelt works, then why the airbags? If both work, then why the brakes? Karen, mentally ill kid and screams at them. Kid, cuts of all contact after moving out. Karen, tastes like disrespect. Karen, people need to stop calling me a Karen, it's so of me. That's fine, we'll go back to what we used to call you. Karen, thanks, me, you're welcome. Doing things the way they are meant to be. Or draw 25 Karens. A lady just sat down and the first thing out of her mouth was I'll get a water, no ice, because I doubt you're following regulations with your ice. And it was in that moment that I realized Karens have been reloaded with a whole new set of ammunition. If you're one of those people refusing to wear a mask because you're concerned about enough oxygen getting to your brain, don't worry, that ship has sailed. Instead of giving tax breaks to billionaires, let us invest in education, pay every teacher at least $60,000, and create the best school system in the world. I want people to proudly say, I'm going to do one of the most important jobs in America, teaching our next generation. Being a mother is more important than that. Pay us to stay home. The fact that some people go to a restaurant and treat the staff like sh is effing ridiculous. You chose to go out to eat. If you feel the need to be rude while you're waiting for your food, stay the F home and yell at your microwave. Jim Carrey. Me and this little old Mexican lady were talking in Spanish, and this old white bee in a wheelchair said, we are in America, why don't you speak English? And the little Mexican lady told her, you have legs, why don't you walk? I gave her free coffee. Passenger, why should I have to wear a mask if yours works? Driver, damn good point, turns off headlights. Passenger, what are you doing, it's dark. Driver, chill, the other cars have them on. Karen, after mentally abusing her children, getting a person fired, and suing a guy for existing all while going home from church. Why do I fix everything I touch? To all shop owners, if a Karen says, I don't have to wear a mask because this is America, then respond with, and because this is America, I don't have to serve you cause I can run my business any effing way I want. Use their own reason against them. Karen's grandfather who wore a gas mask in his trench for 6 days straight, watching her refuse to wear a piece of cloth for 20 minutes. This girl sitting next to me gave herself an insulin shot in class yesterday, and the girl next to her said, can you not do that right now? She replied with, no Deborah, I'd like to live. People say Karens are entitled, but we are not, insists Karen, who started a petition and went on the TV to complain about people using the name Karen facetiously in what is perhaps the most Karen thing any Karen has ever Karened. The Karens trying to protect their name. City officials in San Francisco are introducing the Caren Act to outlaw racially motivated 911 calls. It stands for Caution Against Racially Exploitative Non-Emergencies. Gang markings. I have seen these markings on a #Ward Parkway drain since March. Is this a symbol of gang territory? What is the best way to clean or safety remove? These are utility markings. You can contact at KCM 0311 about work being done in the area. People who wear glasses watching Karens complain about the minor inconveniences of wearing a mask. White women have been calling black Shinini, Laquisha, and Shaniqua in a demeaning manner since the 80s. Latinas were called Consula, Guadalupe, or Mariah, and Asian women were called Ling Ling, but they can't handle being called Karen for 11 months. Karen, I'm not going to wear a mask, I have rights. Employee, that's cool and all, but we have the right to refuse service to anyone. Karen. Visible confusion. Karens will complain about people playing their music too loud, then proceed to play Candy Crush on full volume in a waiting room. Woman refuses to wear mask because pants don't block fart smells. When my mom said that I couldn't go see my friends in March, when the US had 125,000 cases, but now that we have 4.5 million, she brings her friend to our house. What anti-maskers think they look like versus what they actually look like. Our soccer ref didn't show up, so one of the moms on our team had her 9-year-old son ref for us. He had a whistle, and a completely adult woman on the other team argued with one of his calls, and he yellow carded her in front of everyone, and she had to sit in her car to calm down. Anti-masker. Last time I checked, I live in a free country. People who just want to go back to a normal life. Shut the F up. Please shut the F up. Americans need to know date certain when this will end. The uncertainty for businesses, parents, and kids is just not sustainable. Laura Ingraham wants to talk to Canteen's manager. When the waiter forgets one sauce packet. When her kid wrecks the restaurant. Karen, you can't force me to wear a face mask, I have a medical problem. Worker, this is private property. Karen. Me explaining to the Walmart employee, I can't wear a mask because it's all a globalist conspiracy. Bahahahaha, imagine trying to report someone to a company's HR for supporting BLM, and then the HR person is me. Has spent the last 10 years posting pictures of her kids from her GPS enabled smartphone. Worries that Bill Gates will use a keen vaccine to inject a tracking chip into her loved ones. Statue honoring those brave men and women who refuse to wear a mask. Some people worry vaccines will have microchips to track them, their phones. Did y'all see that? Nasty halftime show. How to refer to different size groups of Karens. 1 Karen, a Karen, 5 Karens, a complaint, 10 Karens, a homeowners association, 20 Karens, a Facebook group, 50 plus Karens, a class action. Adult Swim may contain absurd material some Karens may not find suitable. A guy says he was questioned on a plane for doing math during a flight. A woman sitting next the LVY League economist told flight crew she had security concerns about the man after seeing him write in a foreign script. Turned out to be a differential equation. Me speaks a foreign language to my friend in a coffee shop. Karen, this is America. Can you imagine mocking a language when all you can speak is English? I can't believe we are all gone because a bunch of middle-aged women are bored. Have you ever been to a restaurant that does not give you the change when you pay with cash? My bill was $47.20. I gave the waitress $100 and she only gave me back $53. I called over the manager, which was our waitress. She said we don't usually carry change. I told her to give my $100 back and I'll pay with a credit card. 80 cents would not kill me, but it's the principle. If they do this to everyone that pays cash over a year, that could be a lot of money in their pocket. I'd redo your math. When you're in Mexico and they have the audacity to start speaking tortilla. Scientist, vaccines don't cause autism. Karen, you know I'm something of a scientist myself. Wearing a mask during a pandemic is not living in fear, neither is wearing a seatbelt when driving, a helmet on a shipyard, sappy plates in combat, a Honduras, clean underwear on a first date, a disguise at a Nickelback concert. These are just good precautions. They had us in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. Clash of the Karens. When an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Let me speak to the manager. I'm the manager. Everyone's worst nightmare. When this is all over, we are going to remember you, Caren. Karen's listing all their anti-mask reasoning. How the essential worker hears it. I'm a proud ignorant woman. You probably just lost a lot of followers for this one. Stick to comedy. Hey F you, Caren. When you call the Avengers, but they send the one from Wakanda. When you have to notify the authorities that Walmart is still selling Corona beer.